Hello! I am Mac, at least for a day, and everything is going to be okay. This will be my first VR gameplay video. It's not the first time I've played this game. This is Bound. It is a game that I did a full series on. You can find the playlist on my channel. But this is my first time playing it in VR, since I just got my VR headset. So we're going to try playing it like this. I'll go ahead and start a new game. Nice. I can look all around in this little opening cutscene. You know, I don't think I was ever able to see the guy that was driving the car with her before. It's like the perspective was skewed, so I couldn't actually see him. Nice. So yeah, you play as this pregnant woman, though most use the right stick to control the camera. Oh, that's interesting. Most of the action in the game actually occurs in her sketchbook, or rather in her imagination. And it's kind of a journey. I won't spoil too much of it if you want to watch my full playthrough of it, but it's kind of a journey through her memory, or rather a kind of a surreal representation of her memories of her childhood. And it's probably the closest I'm going to get with any games that I own to a No Man's Sky VR, because as you'll see, it has a really bizarre, surreal world that you explore, which I guess could kind of be compared to No Man's Sky in its experience. I think I just walk along the beach. Here we go. Oop, where is she? Oh, there we are. Sorry if it's hard to see. Haven't quite got it calibrated so that gameplay is the gameplay recording works well with VR. But this will be a good experiment for me recording my VR gameplay. So that's the Queen, which represents her mother in real life. And of course she's the princess. Wow, it looks really cool in VR. I'd always wanted to try playing this game in VR, I just didn't have a VR headset at the time. So you play as this princess that can dance and twirl. Wow. It's really cool being in here. Oh, wow. So, a lot of people kept telling me that I would get motion sickness playing in VR. But I played for an hour last night. Not this game, but the Playroom VR comes with your VR, and it has like areas to explore that have heights and stuff. And honestly, I'm a kind of person that never gets motion sickness. I never got car sick. I found roller coasters scary, but I never got sick and threw up riding a roller coaster. My brother has really bad motion sickness. He gets car sick really easily. And he told me he has a PSVR and he gets motion sick from us, but I have not gotten any kind of motion sickness. The most trouble I've had is just a slight headache, but I get headaches a lot. But so far, I've had no motion sickness. and I'm not really afraid of heights, so I'm not really getting any vertigo. But this game is definitely a game to give you vertigo, if anything is going to do that, as we'll see. Wait a second. I should be able to jump down there, shouldn't I? I'm gonna see if I can jump down there. Probably not. Whoop. Ah, darn. It is too high. It looks like you can go down there. I don't think I've ever gone to that part. Unless I'm mistaken. Nah, it's too far. She gets hurt if you fall. I'm gonna see if I can get down there, though. I think that might be a secret area I never went to the first time I played this. We're just gonna do the first level, I think. I'd kind of like to play this whole game in VR. Maybe I'll try live streaming it. After I upload this video, I will do an experiment live streaming this game and maybe play through the whole thing in VR. But for this one, we'll just do this first introductory level. Trying to see if there is a way to get back to that other area that I saw. I think there is a secret way to get there. I saw the developers had posted a tweet of a little video of how to get to secret areas. And I think it was in this level, but I don't know. Pretty sure there's a secret way to get down there. Let's go try real quick because it's bothering me. I remember watching their video, and they went along this ledge and they jumped down somehow. So maybe there was a like a ledge that I can get down to. Oh yeah, maybe it's just, maybe if I just fall really easily onto this right here. No. Thought maybe I could jump down to that little ledge right there. It worked! Yes, I got down here. Let's see if I'm allowed to fall down here. No, it's still too far. Seems like I'm not allowed to go down there. Oh well, I'll stop wasting time. Oh, and there's something over there too. Do you see that? Hopefully you can see what I'm seeing. Anyway, let's move on. We'll go ahead and go through the regular level, not try to look for secret areas all the time. Whoa. Wow, this is so cool, being able to look all around this weird area. Got an ocean of cubes down there. I really like this game. It never got very good reviews, because I guess honestly it is a pretty easy game. It's not very challenging or anything. You can like fall and have to restart from like right where you fell. But whoa. About the only way to make the game really challenging is there's like a trophy for going through the entire game with no deaths, which is actually pretty easy. I mean, some levels you can avoid ever falling if you know where to jump and all that. But the main thing I like about this game is the story, and it's a story told mostly through images. There's a little bit of text and talking throughout it, but most of it just uses images to tell the story of the woman's life. Hold L2 button to run. There we go. Ooh, nice. It's kind of weird playing VR in third person. I'm basically the camera that's able to look all around, and then my character is somewhere down in the environment. It's definitely a different perspective when you play it the normal way, because you're usually like really close to your character. But here I can look all around the entire environment from a different perspective. Hopefully you can see her. I should probably adjust the camera so I'm closer to her, because you might not be able to see what I'm seeing. Now I see why they made the walls open up when you go past them. It's because of the VR. Because in VR, sometimes you wouldn't be able to see your character because you're outside of the wall. I hope this gameplay ends up looking good. I don't know how it's going to look on the recording, but oh well. I remember when I first played this game, I talked about Dreams. I was excited about Dreams coming out, and that was like over a year ago. Uh-oh, you can see the sort of villain of this game over the behind the structure over there. I didn't know you could see him from here. You normally don't see him from normal perspective. Uh-oh. Where do I go here? What? Oh yeah, oh yeah, you gotta use this button. There we go. But yeah, when I first played this, Dreams was a long way off still, but Dreams will be coming out in early access in 2 weeks, so I'm really excited. And I might make some games kind of like this game in Dreams. Okay, that didn't fix... Oh, there it is. Oh, that's nice that she can climb walls. I bet that's a way to get to some secret areas, is wall climbing. I hardly ever do that. Let's see, if I go way, way up here, does it lead me somewhere? It does. There's a secret area up here. I think I found this last time, though. But yeah, that's just a shortcut, so you don't need the stairs. Whoa. Huh. Oh yeah, you roll to get through here. Oh, that's where I came from, I think. Yeah, like I said, I'm not getting any kind of motion sickness, even though I've got ocean waves down below. I don't think motion sickness is going to be a problem for me. Okay, so on this part, I found out that there is a way to beat this guy at chess, though I don't think it changes the way the game works at all. But let's see, is that a queen? Yeah, that's a queen that he's got. So he's just got a queen. So I guess I just have to keep from... Oh, darn. Being in the way of his queen. Oh, maybe I beat him. I don't know. I heard that there were different ways that you could, like, play that little game there with him. The chess game. This is one of the little memory sequences where you reconstruct memories by looking at stuff. I can't move around the room the same way I did in the regular gameplay. I can only adjust the camera. That's unfortunate, but oh well. Used to be you could walk around this room in first person, but all I can do is jump to a different camera, which isn't quite as fun, but oh well. So yeah, that's them playing chess. That doesn't look like he's being mean or anything, but she's got a really worried look on her face. But yeah, that's the pregnant woman. This is a memory from her childhood. So anyway, now we go out the door to end the memory. What happened, child? He's so strong. I failed you. There's a savior hiding in the deep. You must find him and convince him to help us. Wow. I love all the floating objects in the environment. I've always been a person with a really active imagination. Like when I was a kid, I would imagine environments kind of like this. Like my main thing I would play is like this floating island that I called my world when I was a little kid. I was just always playing in my imagination. So honestly, I think I was made for VR because I've always been one that immersed myself in imaginary areas. So, whoop. I think maybe that's why being in a virtual reality environment doesn't really bother me. That and I just don't get motion sickness. Something secret up here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There are several secret areas in the game you get trophies for finding, but not gonna worry too much about it. Whoop. Oh, there's the dad up there. Down the elevator. This is actually the introductory level of the game. It's not one of the main levels. The main levels have these little shard collectibles that if you get all of them, I think there's a trophy and it also assembles a image, but this is the introductory level, so there's no collectible things. Oops. Ooh, it's like a big sun. I can slide up and down on this pole, or ribbon. Go. I'm really looking forward to No Man's Sky in VR. Because that'll be an open world. I can't even think of an open world game in VR that I know of. Well, there's Skyrim VR. Don't know what that's like. This game, of course, is a very limited sort of area. The levels, there's only certain paths you can go on. Can't wait to try out a open world in VR. Who dares enter my realm? Savior, please, help me defeat the monster. Which monster is that? The one that destroys the kingdom. The kingdom is already gone. So yeah, this is one of the many dancing sequences in the game. Where you have to dance to defeat the obstacles and progress. Oh, yep, these are, do these things hurt you? Yeah. You have to dance to keep these things off of you. Ooh, that looks cool. Oh, I see the queen floating over there. Oh yeah, this is the part where she's fighting with the father. The reason I didn't record any of the Playroom VR was because it doesn't let you. Sony didn't make it so you could record gameplay in the Playroom VR. I don't know if it's because it's kind of a demo or they just didn't want anyone making gameplay recordings of it. But it kind of scared me because I was afraid maybe no recording of gameplay worked in VR, but thankfully this game does work. There are these paper airplane things I gotta keep off myself, or they start to attack me. I'll show ya. Once my shield is off, then they start to attack me. Ooh. These things represent fire. This whole level is kind of an introduction to the different things in the game. Like the paper airplanes are kind of focused on a single level, and then the fire part is also involved in another level. And those are all representative of things that happened to her in her childhood. And that big monster is her father, fighting with her mother. There we go. That's the end of the first level. Ooh, nice. The scrapbook floats in the air for me. That's cool. So yeah, this is how you choose the different levels, by looking through her scrapbook. See, there's the paper airplanes that we saw. And that's her brother and father, who you see throughout the game. There's her father again. And that's the fire, I think. And there's the mother. And that's her and her mother together. Yeah. Well, I'll let you watch my original gameplay of it. I won't tell you everything that happens. But anyway, that does it for this video. My first gameplay video in VR, and like I said, I might go ahead and live stream the rest of this game in VR. Whoa, I can turn the book around. Just to do a test of live streaming in VR, make sure it works well for people. Oh, cool. You're not really able to look at the other side of it. Whoa, whoa. Went up in my face. Whoa. Ah, stop it. That is really cool. So basically my controller is the book. So it's like I'm holding the book in my hands and moving it around when I move the controller. That is really neat. But anyway, this is Bound in VR. So I'm going to end this video here. I really enjoyed it, and I don't feel motion sick at all, really. So, I have been Mac. Thank you for joining me for a day. And remember, everything is going to be okay.